Hello, I just wanted to introduce myself here. This is my first time doing a music analysis video. I don't really have any scripts for this, so I'm kind of just going along with what I see and giving my feedback and what I think is going on. I've been a fan of Mitski for a long time, so seeing new content is absolutely amazing. You know, I really have been looking at this music video over and over and enjoying the hell out of it. So, I will be putting footnotes around the video. You'll see like pauses and whatever. So, yeah. Hope you. In the background of this shot, we can see a well. Either she has taken water from the well, which is possibly the hole that we see at the start of the video, or this hole is meant to represent something else. Another detail is that the water that was in the bucket in the previous shot was clear, but in this shot, the water seems to be dirty now after she's fallen. From my knowledge, cats are going to be the main focus of this album. As we can see on this road sign here, it is a crossing sign for cats. She runs past the mailman, not even accepting his letter or message that he's trying to give. Now, some of the theories about this album so far, or more so this song, have been that it's obsession. Maybe this man was trying to message her about her obsession, but she ignores it. I'll elaborate further on in the video. I feel that the obsession that I previously mentioned has something to do with desire or beauty, as we can see her stare into the bucket and scream at her own reflection, like she maybe regrets it or she resents how she looks. My current theory is that the mother has some kind of obsession with her own daughter because she didn't get it from the grandmother. In this family photo, we can see a middle-aged woman, a very young woman, and an older woman. I imagine this is the grandmother, mother, and daughter in this video. More on that later. Again, we see motifs about beauty, or that's how I'm interpreting it at least. The grandmother runs her elderly hands over this beautiful statue of a woman, maybe longing or yearning for this beauty that the statue has. Again, hands are run over the face of a young woman. The mother stares desperately, looking in the mirror at herself next to her young daughter. Maybe she's longing for the beauty or remembering how she used to look that way. I find the detail of the girl looking away and Mitski pulling the face of the girl back to the mirror to continue looking, to continue obsessing, to not move on from it, to continue this never-ending cycle, it seems. The lyrics, I keep thinking surely somebody will save me, at every turn I learn that no one will, as the girl stares longingly towards the window, towards what we will see is this character labeled as Romeo. Maybe she's wishing to escape from her mother's obsession and go off with this young man. The mother starts to twitch with aggression and anxiety. She does not want her only daughter, her daughter that she loves and adores so much for her beauty, she does not want this beauty to leave the house and go towards this, unknown character, this Romeo. Because her only comfort currently is her daughter's beauty, and staring at it and imagining herself as it. In a previous clip, Mitski did this exact movement. I will play that clip right now. Now, I'm not exactly sure the significance of this movement, but if you would like to comment and say, like, hey, this means something, I would actually really appreciate that. The mother's daughter dances and almost dazes around the house, trying to escape from the hold, or she's trying to drag her mother and make her understand that she wants to escape. Maybe trying to seek out acceptance, but as we can see, she desperately clasps around her daughter's body, trying to keep her close. Again, trying to keep that comfort. The neighbors are interesting characters to me because I can't really interpret what they're supposed to resemble or mean, but it is definitely something to do with judgment or possibly concern. Earlier in the video, we saw the mailman try and deliver a message, possibly, a message of concern about the mother. But now the neighbors have possibly got onto this gossip and now are trying to get a look themselves. I quite like that there is humor in these videos as well. Mitski doesn't take herself too seriously, but she does, have serious elements. But this is just funny. It's just funny, man. There'll be more clips that I'll highlight later on in the video. The imagery of everybody in the house... The imagery of many people outside the house trying to get in or trying to get noticed is quite interesting to me. Again, with the neighbors and the postman, they were all trying to get the attention of the mother, maybe to, again, warn or show concern. But in this place, we can see the mother clearly views them as evil or dangerous, possibly. The idea that the mother obsesses over her daughter because she never got that same amount of adoration when she was a little girl from her mother, aka the grandmother that we see pushing her, is further stated in this scene. As I personally see it, it is sort of like a cycle, or a cycle of abuse, or in this case, a cycle of obsession or desire, and again, wanting and yearning for beauty or comfort. Because of the mother's memory of her own mother, she is compelled to treat her daughter this way. So we can see the grandmother quite literally pushing, compelling her to go towards her daughter and be, more obsessive, clingy, trying to find that comfort in her daughter's beauty. Another word for this mother character is that we could say she is overprotective of her daughter. She clearly does not like the Romeo character that we've been seeing, so she's been trying to guard her daughter away from him. And even when her daughter gets the smallest of wound, she is still very adamant on protecting her daughter and protecting that youth and the beauty. Also, I'm sorry to show you Mitski sucking on a girl's finger again, but I would like to say she bleeps out fuck in this lyric, but she hasn't done that ever before in any other song. Again, we can see the mother is angry with anybody who invades her home or tries to invade it because her daughter is in this home. She wants to keep her daughter close and safe, and any person that she does not know could possibly threaten them. Even the milkman is not safe. But also, I'm not sure why the milkman is inside their house. I don't think I know a milkman who would go inside someone's house. I adore the actress in this music video for making this single expression towards our Romeo character, because we can see she is hopeful, she is happy to see him, even as her mother grips her face trying to keep him away. She just wants to see him. She thinks that he will save him. She thinks that he will save him. I'm not sure what the choir that barges into the home is supposed to represent, but I quite like them because they're quite silly and they move around quite silly. Again, this is the elements of comedy showing through, but I might be mistaken if this was not supposed to be a comedy element. I quite like how she desperately grasps onto her mother and her daughter. It parallels the image that I showed earlier. My only idea for the choir's significance is a bell toll, a world crumbling. Like I said, her household and her daughter are her world, but the choir comes in to show her that she is blindsided by this, that her world is not as big as she thinks it is. We can see the people crawl in and start to break her from her rigid ideas. I want to thank Mitski for making this face and putting it in a music video. Again, the comedy elements, they start to really shine through towards the end here as the laughter comes in. The music and the laughter lines up, and we can hear how it breaks down into a less serious tone, maybe to show that she won't be so rigid anymore. Also, I'm going to slow this next part down because there's a lot of things that I want to show. As it starts to hit in the mother's mind that her house is not as sacred or as rigid as she would like it to be, or protected, the mailman with the message has finally arrived. He's finally gotten in. Meaning that it is starting to get in the mother's head that this obsession is unhealthy, that she should not continue with this and doing this to her daughter. The neighbors from earlier in this house. We see Romeo rub his hands as he has finally gotten in to meet his love, the daughter. As most people do when they realize that they are wrong, she goes to attack Romeo because she believes it's his fault. He has come into her home and disrespected her and poisoned, probably, her daughter. Though we can see this is all delusion because of the obsession. Even after the mother has seen her obsess-filled, adoration-filled, and desired-filled, her disillusioned world crumble apart before her, she still ignores the sign. The mailman tries to offer her the message again, tell her that this is wrong, and that this is just something that you need to accept, but again, she pushes it away. The daughter, the comfort of this mother's life, finally escapes, and it is her worst nightmare. We see the well be called back again. Not sure what this is supposed to represent, but I find it prevalent. And thus, finally, she looks out on her home, and she sees that it is so small, and that maybe this obsession, this craving for comfort and beauty and youth that she once had, isn't so important. I hope you at the very least enjoyed my analysis, and that if I have anything wrong or you have your own interpretations of this music video, or the song in general, I would love to hear your comments about it. I'm always looking to hear new things and new theories, and if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know, because there's actually pretty an easy process to making these, so I could probably whip up a few more.